What's up, Grace Church San Diego? This is the week of September 27th. I'm going to be talking to you right now about what we talked about on Sunday as we kicked off a new series called Check Your Heart. We focused on a specific need that you and I can meet, the physical needs of others. So I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you to the weekly. All right, so on Sunday, I gave a call to you. I gave a call for you not just to be Christians, but to be disciples and to be disciples of Jesus, to really live out our faith by meeting very practically the physical needs of other people. And so my prayer for you is that that penetrated your heart. But I wanted to focus in on something specific that I did talk about on Sunday, and I want to go a little deeper on it today. I talked about these specific terms. I explained what agape is and how agape is not our love, it's God's love. It's a sacrificial love from Him to us. But I also explained that we have that love inside of us, those of us who not just call ourselves Christians, remember, but true disciples, Jesus followers, apprentices of Him. And then there's another term I talked about, because in the New Testament, there's a term for us, the body of believers, the fellowship that we have as community, and it's called koinonia is the Greek word. And that word really means agape shared, right? God's love shared within all of us. It's our fellowship, it's our community, it's the way we were meant to live. The first century Christians, they lived together in this community, almost joined together in a day-to-day living for each other. So it's not just 2021 where you go to church on Sunday, you go to your small group and you live a good moral life. It's everyday interaction and living integrated together, meeting each other's needs, and then specifically meeting each other's physical needs. So my prayer for us is this term, koinonia, would be experienced by all of us. To go further, I talked about the sister term, and it's called dioconia. And dioconia, it was used in multiple ways, but primarily to serve, to minister, and then it was also a place. It was also used as a place right next to the church. So here we are in the church and in our auditorium, our chapel, and right next was an establishment or a place where the service or the ministering happened out of it. And so I referred to multiple times in Acts, but specifically like Acts 6, if you look that up. There was food distribution happening, just like we have food distribution here at Grace. And so the idea in the picture I want you to get from this is that we experience koinonia as we fellowship and commune with one another. But that is kind of almost the Christian sense of experiencing God together as a community. Dioconia is how we live out that faith in service for one another and for others. So my hope, my prayer for all of us is that we would implement what it means to be a disciple with the koinonia and the dioconia in living out our faith by meeting the physical needs of other people. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you can grasp what that means to live it out. And here are some questions for you that I would like for you to discuss. Whether if you're alone, examine your heart and answer these questions by yourself. But here's the first question. Examine your faith, examine your life, and be honest. Have you been more of a Christian, right? Just checking the box of a Christian and living a lifestyle, going to church on a Sunday, going to your connect group, but you're not really playing out and living out and serving in through your faith? Or are you more of a disciple? And have you been walking with Jesus, practicing the way of Jesus and living the gospel out, not just through your words and through on a Sunday, but by serving and meeting the needs of other people? Are you more of a Christian or a disciple? The second question is this, because I know a range of people on different levels and spectrums of this question and this answer. Are you willing to, and do you see the needs of others that you can meet? Yes or no, and then why? Are you in a place where you are willing to meet the needs of others, and why or why not? And then lastly, very simple, who in your world, whether it's a coworker, a friend, a family member, a neighbor, the people you live in community around, maybe you don't know and you need to know, who in your world can you meet the physical needs of? And then begin. And I pray for you. I pray that you would implement these, answer these questions, and then start now. Let's live out our faith as a Jesus community and as disciples of Christ.